In Warframe, we have a staggering 16 different damage types. But have you ever wondered which one is actually the best overall? In Warframe, you can get gas damage by combining heat and toxin elements, and its status effect is called Gas Cloud. Gas Cloud creates a lingering cloud that lasts for 6 seconds and deals AoE damage every second in a 3 meter radius at base, scaling to 6 meters, influenced by the amount of gas procs on an enemy. Gas has positive multipliers against infested Deimos and Techrot enemies, while possessing a negative multiplier against Kaldra and being neutral to all other factions. Gas damage is where we also start dealing with formulas for damage over time effects, which are also sometimes referred to as DOTs or dots. Practically all damage over time effects are scaled by the same multipliers, which are modded base damage from sources like Serration, gas elemental damage from your elemental mods, faction damage, and status damage that you can get from elementalist mods. The formula on the wiki also lists additional multipliers all the way at the end, and these would include things like critical damage multiplication, headshot damage multiplication, and damage vulnerability multipliers like viral or damage vulnerability from certain Warframe abilities. A really important note is that faction damage bonuses will apply twice in most of the DOT calculations. Not just for gas, but for any status effect that deals damage over time. This means that if you want to go for a status-based build, faction damage is one of the most important multipliers to take advantage of. If you know how to build for gas damage nowadays, it can still be incredible in today's meta. The best synergy with gas damage comes in the form of melee afflictions, which is able to reapply gas damage after consuming it to quadratically scale your gas cloud damage. However, for this to work, you need to be able to force proc another element, and your melee attack should have innate lifted, ragdoll, or knockdown effects associated with it for afflictions to actually trigger. Certain melee weapons like dual swords, dual daggers, or scythes have these innate effects on their heavy attacks. The easiest way to show you how the gas cloud damage scales is by using Blood Altar from Garuda, which is an ability that can be subsumed onto any Warframe. Blood Altar will make sure that enemies stay alive for the scaling to be able to occur. If we mod, for instance, an Okina Prime with some gas damage and do a couple of heavy attacks on our target, you will see the gas cloud damage skyrocket. If we then pull in surrounding enemies, you can then also see that the damage cap numbers start popping up all over the place. Another bonus is that the gas cloud is able to damage Overguard. This synergizes very well with something like melee influence to spread DOT effects, causing gas damage to absolutely shred through overguarded enemies. So while admittedly gas isn't a universal plug and play element, if you build around it, it becomes one of the most powerful DOT types in the game. This is exactly why I would place it in the good when synergized tier.